Pressure, remember, is a measure of the force of the particles bouncing off of a given area on their container. The SI unit for pressure is atmospheres, but we commonly see pressure represented as pounds per square inch, kilopascals, millimeters of mercury, inches of mercury, or millibars. For this series of labs, we will use the default measure of pressure in Logger Pro, which is kilopascals. In this third part of 3 labs describing the pressure of a gas, we are going to look at how the pressure changes when the volume of the container is changed. Now, the other 2 labs in this series deal with the effects of the number of particles and temperature on the pressure of a gas. So for this lab, we want to keep both of those conditions at a constant. For this procedure, you will need a computer, a gas pressure sensor, a GoLink, and a syringe. Set the volume of the syringe to somewhere in the middle. We are going to increase and decrease the volume from this point. Attach the syringe directly to the gas pressure sensor. When this is plugged in, the LabQuest automatically begins taking data. Note that again, the default is time-based, and again, we want to change this to events with entry. In this case, our independent variable is going to be volume. So we want to add volume. Our short entry name can just be V, and our units are in milliliters. For our first data point, we want the pressure inside the syringe at whatever volume we decided to start with. In this example, the syringe reads 10 milliliters. So when we click on the Keep button, we will record the volume as 10 milliliters. For our remaining data points, we are going to change the volume of the syringe. First, pull the plunger out so the volume of air increases inside the syringe. Hold this steady and keep this as a data point. In this case, we would record the volume as 11 milliliters. Keep increasing the volume of your syringe. You want to collect as many data points as possible, so increase by 1 milliliter each time until you reach the end of the syringe markings. Once you have reached the end of the syringe, then you are going to decrease the volume from the original place. Depress the plunger, in this case to 9 milliliters. Use this as another data point. Just as you did when you increased the volume, continue decreasing the volume and keeping the data. Now when you get down to around 3 milliliters on your syringe, you will notice that the pressure does not change. This is simply because the sensor has topped out and you should stop taking data at this point. And actually, delete any data points that appear to have maxed out the sensor. To do this, select the data line and choose Strike Through Data Cells from the Edit menu. Auto-scale your graph and print it. Add this to your lab notebook and save your data to the desktop. Then write down the computer you are using. You are going to need this graph again. So before coming to lab, you need to have a few things set up in your notebook. Notice again we have constants in our experiment. In this case, we are keeping temperature constant by not heating the gas in our hand. We are also keeping the number of particles constant by keeping the container sealed.